Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Pro Wrestling Throwdown for November 16th, 2020. I am Caleb Black. Luke the Big Dog Williams, our in-studio producer, the mighty Max Fury, and it is time for the Superstar Deep Dive. This week, we are featuring one half of the Raw Tag Team Champions, Xavier Woods.
Xavier Woods, who has basically built a dynasty on video game talk shows, whether it be on YouTube through Up, Up, Down, Down, Twitch, Twitter, you name it, he's
social media guru.
I remember the first time I seen Xavier Woods, he was wrestling under Consequences Creed.
Made his debut in TNA and ended up being, I believe, a two-time X Division champion there.
Actually, he had held the tag team championships with Jay Lethal as Lethal Consequences.
Yep.
He was brought in as a buffer for Pac-Man Jones.
Yes.
Because Pac-Man couldn't take a bump.
Right, and he was tagged with R-Truth.
Yes.
Ron Killings.
Right, Ron Killings at the time, yeah. And then from TNA, he journeyed to FCW.
Yep, which was Florida Championship Wrestling.
Where he started wrestling as Xavier Woods.
Yep.
Until it was, of course, later branded as
NXT.
as NXT from FCW, sorry.
Right.
There's a lot that can be said. I think that he is probably, in my opinion, one of the most well-known and recognized superstars on the social media circuit.
Yeah.
When it comes to video games, and he's trying to become the host for G4 when it comes back, which vote for Creed, honestly, because that's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
His tag team run is second to none. Him and the New Day.
The New Day has just been outstanding since they became a group, and they've been a group for such a long time. It's hard to think about now that the three of them aren't together anymore. But still, every single night on Monday Night Raw now, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, tag team champions again, defending champions again, focal points of the show again. It's really hard right now the way they're stationed in the company to not have segments that feature them and Xavier Woods.
Drags down the show.
Yeah, just returns off of injury.
Yep.
To find that his group's been separated, immediately recaptures the tag team titles with Kofi. And one of the most genuine and coolest people in wrestling.
Agree.
Not without controversy, however.
Yeah, we're not going to go into that. I'm glad we're on the same page, though. Him and Big E won the Tag Team of the Year in 2015 and 16 consecutively.
Yep.
Also, he had ranked number 58 in the top 500 in 2016.
Yes.
Which is a feat in itself.
Yeah.
As well as he's held tag team titles numerous different places, singles titles numerous different places.
Has Xavier been Intercontinental Champion yet?
No.
Okay.
No.
I couldn't remember if he had.
Xavier Woods, from what I'm seeing here, and from what I understand, has never actually held WWE
singles championships.
He held FCW tag title with Wes Briscoe.
Yes.
Back in the FCW. Which is funny because I think there's a story out there, I could be wrong either, he was supposed to team with, I want to say he was supposed to team with Mike Dalton, which is now Tyler Breeze. And the night they were going to win the titles, it was changed and he was set with Wes Briscoe. And Tyler Breeze was at the merchandising table and didn't know what was going on until he heard the introductions.
Oh, horrible.
So, but that's how they ran that kind of stuff.
It was guerrilla.
As far as outside the ring, Up, Up, Down, Down is by far the premier place to go on YouTube for video games.
And he's a hellacious gamer.
Along with him, and like every Wednesday night they do Uno, it's him, Adam Cole, Tyler Breeze, and Cesaro.
Yeah.
And they're some of the most entertaining videos I think I've ever actually sat there and watched.
Some of the best.
But yeah, I mean, Xavier Woods is, for somebody like me, and I'm going to speak for you.
Please do.
When it comes to content on YouTube, he's a pioneer.
He is. He really kind of set the pace for wrestlers to start exploring social media options and outlets. There was the big podcast boom where everybody in wrestling thought they needed a podcast. And Xavier Woods didn't exactly participate in that directly. He used the other mediums. He used social media. He used YouTube.
Right.
Now that Twitch, and I believe he had a TikTok or still has a TikTok at some point. Really,
a lot of them do.
Really branded himself in the social media atmosphere and was protective of that in his contract.
Well, it would be remorse not to mention that the fact that the New Day have a podcast.
Yes, they do.
Which, honestly, I was watching on the network the other night, and it was over the what is his name? George Floyd?
Yeah.
Thing to where they get real. Like, you're used to the New Day being off the wall
pancakes and being the funny.
And like, to the point where they cry. Like, they're crying as they're like, I don't understand what's going on.
Yeah.
They were the first to really come out and talk about it when it happened.
To address, the Black Lives Matter movement and to address the state of the country. A lot of wrestlers, given their social media atmosphere, don't often engage in a lot of politics. Now, there are some wrestlers who do, and it's becoming more of a frequent thing. But again, in this way, they were immediate to speak out. They keep their presence mitigated and open to not only their fans, but their supporters.
Right.
And they view them as both fan supporters and their own, while the WWE has their own encompassing universe, Xavier Woods is one of those guys who treats his universe exclusively. These are his people.
That high up, they're put up on a sort of a pedestal. They're on a platform. They've got all these billions of people that follow and love them. When you're in the position to have
a voice,
that kind of a voice,
with that kind of
you kind of have an obligation, and they've accepted that, and they've used that to voice, the voice to have the voice that the fans don't.
Yeah,
and not even just strictly politically. They do that even down to like the WWE's no bullying or the bullying campaigns.
Yeah, to be a star.
They're active with the Make-A-Wish. So they attempt to give back as much to their fans as they give them, and Xavier Woods is a focal point of that.
Yes. He was doing it when it wasn't cool to do so.
Yeah. And not to mention, if you're going to, if I were building a wrestling company and I could think to myself, who's a guy that could self-market, that does his job well, that never goes into business for himself, that's always professional, and even if we have disagreements, we can always meet in the middle. Xavier Woods is top up there.
Oh, for sure.
You never see him disparage the company on Twitter. Even over this whole Twitch thing that he's incredibly protective of. He hasn't insulted the WWE. He hasn't insulted their policies. Whether or not he has those opinions privately, that's his business.
His own
but he's a company guy, also very rarely injured. When he is injured, has a hell of a recovery time.
Oh, man.
Works.
Well, just here recently with the Achilles tear.
And works, a very high gravity, a very low gravity, high intensity athletic style.
Not to mention, while he's on the road, he's filming episodes backstage from the minute he gets into the building
he's always
to the minute he goes through the curtain. He's doing the up, down videos for the week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's built an empire on his own hard work.
Yeah.
He really has.
And it's so impressive to see. And again, just successful. 100% down the line.
Insanely successful.
And has worked so hard. And we cannot praise the laurels enough of one Xavier Woods, Raw Tag Team Champion, currently with Kofi Kingston of the New Day.
Future Hall of Famer for sure.
Oh, most certainly.
Yeah.
Guys, that's pretty much, there's nothing else we can say. He's a great guy, a great wrestler. If you're not a big wrestling fan, check out the New Day's work. Check out Xavier Woods. Even check out some of the TNA stuff.
Even if you're not a wrestling fan, it is a really good thing.
If you're a video game or a Twitch person, check out his Twitch streams.
Yes.
He's got it all. He's a one-man shop for entertainment. Let us know what you think about Xavier Woods in the comments down below after you like and subscribe here at youtube.com/ProWrestlingThrowdown. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ProWrestlingThrowdown. Find us on Twitter at ProWrestlingTD. Send us an email at ProWrestlingThrowdown@gmail.com. And don't forget to tune in every single Saturday at twitch.com/ProWrestlingThrowdown.
Breathe.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for the permission. Stay tuned on this Monday. We got a video dropping here in just a little while. It's going to be the mailbag coming your way.